Hello, Team Basor. I wanted to take some time today to share with you a tool that we have available on our website, basor.us. And it's a tool where you can build submittals easily and quickly. It's important that if you're going to be on a job, many times a client, a general contractor, or an end user may want a submittal given to them to share with the products that you intend on using or get approvals. And we've tried to make it easy. You go to www.basor.us and you'll find our website. In the midsection of that website, you'll see announcing Basor spec. Click on that and it will take you to this page. After clicking to make it submittal option, the use it now, it will take you to a page where you need to enter information. This information is about who is doing the submittal and who it's for. So you would type in the required fields, and all this is required, and you'll find out towards the end why this is important. But you would type out the company or the project name, who this is being prepared for, where it is, and then who is making the submittal. If you're making the submittal, what your company name is, your name, your address, an email address, which is very important because it fills in the submittal section. You finish that and it takes you to an area where there are tabs that have our different product lines available to choose from. You choose the product that you want and simply click on the image and the product will be highlighted. So if you wanted the 2-inch depth tray, you would click on that. Some of our 4-inch depth tray, click on that, etc., etc. In the headers, it will show you the counts of what you've selected in the area. Also, you can go from tab to tab, and it builds a submittal for you. It takes all the products. So if you were to click on the J-hooks, for instance, and add a specific J-hook to it, that would come along with your submittal. After you've done that, at the bottom of the page, there is a button called Submit. Click the Submit button at the bottom of the screen, and the system, the tool, will show a listing of all the items that you selected. So you'll see this list. It builds a pictorial list, so it's all very visual list of all of the things that you pointed to and selected. Then you have two options at the bottom of the page. One is to download the submittal, and the second one is to save it to your account, because you can build an account. First, let's look at download the submittal. If you choose that option, it will download a PDF. As soon as you click it, a few seconds later, you'll see the PDF indicator showing up. If you use Chrome, that's what this is picturing. It will show that the file is being downloaded or has been downloaded. From this file, you can do whatever you normally do with files. You can send an email. You can save it to a file on your computer. You can print it, etc., etc. Whatever the file that you've created you want to do to it, like you do any other file, you could do from this point on. From that, a PDF is created. I'll show you one here in a minute, but this is a picture of it. It has a cover sheet, and all that information that you have entered in the beginning, that mandatory information, shows up on the cover sheet. So it shows you the project submittal, who it was prepared for, and prepared by, and it gives you your address. All this information that you entered. All the spec sheets of the products that you selected would fall behind these in order in several pages in the PDF. If you selected option 2, the add the account selection, you'll see a screen that shows you an account. Either you have one or you don't. It will require you to set up an account. If you have an account, it pulls up all the job history that you've already had when you click that. So it would show anything in your library. It builds a library for you. It would show that. You can actually edit those and do those individually or delete them. If you don't have an account set up, the tool will take you through the steps to create one. It was just going to force it, auto-populating information that you've already given in the beginning. So that all that information you gave in the beginning is important because it auto-populates. And it takes you through all the steps of creating the submittal. So I am going to show you a more live version of this. And we'll take you through. This is my library. So if you look at my library, I have a few in there. A project named Blah. I was showing somebody else with the Great Scott Contracting. But the one I'm going to look at is how to use the Submittal Builder project for Team Basor. So I can look at the detail, or I can edit from here, or I can delete it. Let's look at the detail. In the detail, you will see the products that I selected, as we showed in the pages before. And this is what happens when you download a submittal. It waits for it, and it creates a submittal package for you. And then you bring it up, and it will show you page by page the products that you have selected and the products that you want your client to see and approve. Okay, so that shows you what the submittal looks like. You can edit the product in this and from this location, or remove the project. You can add a new project from this location, so it would start you over in the same process. And if you add a new project, it auto-populates this section that you've already done before. So it makes it easier. Also, if you've done projects, you'll notice it saves if you have cookies, it saves project names. So if you have project XYZ and then phase 1, project XYZ phase 2, you can do that. It's helpful. Or you can simply edit the project that you've had before and say, let's select a few more items. Once you do that, you hit submit, and it creates again a brand new submittal tally or a page for you. You have account information that you can address from here. You can change your account details. If your address changes, you can change it. It gives you a password, re-enter a password. I'll go back to Basor Spec. Let's go to Basor US and take you to the page. Then I'm going to go to Basor Spec to show you what it does. When you repopulate, it automatically repopulates every time you come back to this if you've already had an account and you've logged in. So this is our tool. I would recommend you to use it. You can practice with it. You can use it live, and it's very helpful. If you have any comments or suggestions how we can make this tool better, we'd love to hear them. We want this to be easy for you, point and click. You can actually do this on your phone or any device, and it will line the pictures, the images up in your phone to where you can click with your thumb and create a submittal on the fly. This is a great tool. I appreciate your time and attention, and I hope you use this tool successfully.